Hello YouTube fans! Okay, not boring you with another massive long video of stuff on a sailboat, but Mandy and I have just had a week here in the Ionian Islands, and this is our penultimate night. We found a lovely little bay of where we're just moored up. This is our little 32-foot sun sailboat. Just to let you know that obviously there's been a little bit of a break in between episodes because of holidays and a few other things, but the Thames trip will soon be completed, and the season will end, or certainly the season of my videos will end with an episode of finishing up in London. But I just wanted to thank you all for joining so far, joining me on the journey. A few people to say hello to along the way, and those will be coming up in the credits. But thank you anyway. So here we are, towards the end of the summer, moving into autumn, and it's been great. Been a nice little 6 months of a tour, culminating with a little holiday here in the Greek islands. Anyway, less of me, more of the canal life, and don't forget, at some point in the future, this will only be the life. It won't be narrowboat life or an end boat life. It will be well, it's a sail life. That's a few seasons to come. In the meantime, enjoy the next video. Hello, it's a bit of a grey day and there's been a bit of a gap, but we are back on the Thames. We've had a bit of an excursion, but we now progress. So we've just left Reading and we are heading downstream again back on the Thames, where we're going to be approaching Sonning, and the plan is to get to Henley. However, it does seem that we might be running a shorter time because it's now just gone 3 o'clock and it's about 7 miles to go. So with about 3 hours of decent light, we'll see how we get on. But we've got to navigate a lot of rowers because they like rowing on the Thames, don't they? Oh. Just gone through our last lock and we are now the outskirts of Henley-on-Thames. We've got some beautiful light. Sunsets, time is about 4:45, just or thereabouts. Still pretty houses along the river. Manicured lawns. Weeping willows and big posh plastic boats and follies. Going past Bishop Abbey, I'm just assuming that's the Abbey there. The Bishop Abbey, of course, where England football team trained before a World Cup game. So Mandy and I decided to go and have a little wander around and just see some of the sights of Henley-on-Thames. And of course, one of the things we needed to do was trying to find a pub for lunch. So we've had a little wander around Henley-on-Thames. Nice little market behind us that we've had a little wander. We've been to Sainsbury's to pick up dinner for this evening, and we're going to go and find a pub. Having walked off a little bit of our full English breakfasts, but we're not going to go to a certain well-known cheap brewery that we're passing right now. We're going to find something a little bit more sophisticated. That's by the river. We're going this way. Reasonable price houses. One's on that side about $1 million, or 2 or 4. Oh, there's another pub. Oh, I know the bike was handy. I just said we'll go and find another pub, and it just happens to be one there. It's handy. Cheers. So we did decide to come in the Angel. Apparently Grace Kelly has stayed here, or stood in a certain spot in the bar, and Max Miller. So we're all sorts of famous people. I guess though this is the money belt. This is your barristers, your high earning solicitors, your people that have got money who are, we think we're privileged, but you know, it's super privileged and probably thoroughly miserable people that live in these £1 million houses along the river. But to this, we quite like Henley, didn't we? Yeah. So we thought we'd have a little imbibement before we go on our next journey down to Marlow. So yeah, this is the Angel. This is their Breakspear pub, and this is their Autumn Gold. It's alright. It's not bad, as my Australian friend would say. So the sun has been nice to us today. So onwards and downwards. The width of this part of the river, but now on the Henley regatta course. It's a nice straight view of the Thames. Start of the regatta course. Normally during the summer time, have this all marked out. You normally have to, all craft will be over that side of the river. Bye Henley and Marlow. Just in case you didn't hear that, what I was trying to say to you, that was actually the route of, or the length of the Henley regatta. So good morning, it's another beautiful morning on the River Thames, and we've just left Marlow. And very pretty. We decided to pay for the mooring that's owned by the leisure company just there, but they enabled us to jaunt to have a cheap swim, or what we did use the facilities was this morning at the shower, which was rather nice. And we met a rather eccentric German tea lady. She was lovely. Who told us all about the Ivy. It's not the Ivy, but it's one of the Ivies restaurants.
Baby Ivy.
A baby Ivy that looked rather nice, but we didn't go in there. We went to the pub opposite, which you've seen. And today we're really just going to take a nice little stroll, gentle putt down to Windsor and possibly Old Windsor. We're about 56 miles from London, and we don't need to be in Hampton Court until Monday, and today's Friday morning, nice and early. We're going under the M4 shortly. Oh no, we're going under the M4, which is here. No? Sure? What is that?
No, I said now.
Now, we are going, yeah, we are, thank you. Verified. And so... Oh, the A-something-04, not the M4. 404. 404. Alright, so we're still running parallel to M4. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to go and get very close to Slough, or Slough, depending where you come from. So a few places to see today on this Indian summer Friday afternoon in October.
Afternoon.
That's the afternoon?
Yeah.
On this Indian day, summer's day, morning in October. Who would live in a house like this? Who remembers Through the Keyhole with Lloyd Grossman?
Not me, I'm too young.
I just caught the repeats. Okay, so we've just gone through Bray Lock, met a really nice couple, white shark, normally keeps the boat down in the Mediterranean, so when we get our Hansi 455, we might, I've got to remember his face and look for him next time. So, you know me, I like to notify landmarks. So one certain landmark which we've been under at least twice, I think, and this is probably our third time, is the M4. I mentioned the M4 earlier, but it wasn't, it was the 402 or something or other. But now, for sure, we're going under the M4. There it is. So just above the lock is the Waterside Inn, famously owned by Michel Roux's dad, and now Alain Roux runs it, and they still are obviously serving the best cuisine in the world, but very close to it, for those that know Bray, is the Fat Duck. Now clearly we haven't booked, but we're going to have a look, have a sniff, and perhaps see if they've had a cancellation for lunch. Perhaps we could just buy a cracker with cheese, so we've eaten there. But that's our next little stop off. It's just gone lunchtime really here on a Friday afternoon. So we're going to stop for lunch, perhaps have a gin and tonic, a little bite to eat, and then head on down to Windsor. But right now we're going under the M4. I know, it's not that exciting, but I do like my landmarks. So that basically tells us that after the M4 we will have the M25, and then we'll be inside London, and then, yeah, almost home free. Let's go under the M4. Bye bye M4. Bye bye speedy people going Birmingham way, I think. London that way, Birmingham that way. So we say goodbye to you. Say hello to the outskirts of, I guess, Windsor-ish. Anyway, we move on. So mooring up as close as we could to Bray itself, we found a little mooring and then wandered up to try and find the elusive Fat Duck. And where the lady and gentleman are, just over my left shoulder, that is the elusive Fat Duck itself. But we couldn't even look in the windows. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we will finally make it to Oxford and the final part of our journey to London. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we will be back for the next episode next week. Slightly smaller than the Spitfire, but a little bit more agile.